Alright, hey guys, what is up? Mega Gamer here. Got a few videos today, but I'm going to start off, well, I don't know if I'm going to upload this first, but I'm going to start with the filming at least, for my review on the PS4 All Access event, or it's bloody mouthful, it's like PS4 All Access Greatness Awaits event. It's ridiculous, but you know what I'm talking about, the launch event. But moving on, so in all honesty, I mean, I wouldn't call this a disappointment because we learnt about Uncharted 4 for fuck's sake on PS4 from Naughty Dog, so it doesn't matter what they showed as long as I had that. It's not a disappointment. But outside of the Uncharted 4 announcement, there wasn't really much going for this event in terms of announcements and that. It was more just a celebration about the launch in the US of the PS4. It wasn't really about announcements, because basically they started off with this little pre-show where they just showed a bunch of trailers for different PS4 games. Some launch games, some not. But some of the more interesting ones, because they actually revealed some of the resolution types and all of that for certain games. Knack will be in 1080p, which I guess there's no point mentioning it to a lot of people because they probably have their own PS4s. They probably know by now. But anyway, AC4 is definitely 1080p. I'm pretty sure Resogun's 1080p 60 frames per second. And Infamous Second Son, I believe this is the first time they mentioned it, is going to be 1080p 30 frames per second, and it actually said like locked in 30 frames per second. So there we go. But moving along, then they talked to a lot of the people waiting in line to get their PS4. They talked to Andrew House and Jack Trenton and all of these PS4 people or Sony people. I like the countdown they had on the top right side. They had a little countdown to the launch, so I like that. And they had a bit of a look back into PlayStation this year, going through the announcement and then through their domination at E3 and then all the way here, which was nice to reflect back on, because it was kind of a pretty big year for Sony, especially in regards to just the PS4, because you got awesome games like The Last of Us and Beyond Two Souls. Those all came out and had a fantastic ending to the PS3, even though it isn't even ended yet. But the PS4, destroyed this year. It really did. And sales are just going to be amazing, I bet. There's going to be a lot of sales right off the bat. But anyway, then they moved on to Naughty Dog. They had the two presidents of Naughty Dog. They were sitting down. They talked about The Last of Us DLC. It's going to be called Left Behind. And they showed a little trailer. Ellie's going to be back in it, and it's going to be with her friend Riley. If you've read the comics, you will know about that. I've yet to read the comics, but I do still know the whole story behind that. And even though we know how it's going to end with Ellie's friend Riley, it's still going to be an interesting play, and it doesn't really surprise me that's where they're going with the direction. I kind of am glad we're still going to be able to, see Ellie, and we're actually going to be able to play as Ellie as well. But yeah, I'm glad. And it makes sense that it isn't going to be Ish, that it won't be his story, because they probably planned this DLC before the game even came out, and before people were wanting an Ish DLC. But, yeah, I'm happy with the DLC. And then they showed the Uncharted 4 trailer. I'm not going to go too much into that, because I got my own fucking series in Uncharted 4, so not much point talking about it outside of that series. So you can watch my Everything Uncharted 4 series for all of my Uncharted details and thoughts and etc. And they showed a bunch of trailers every now and then. They showed Knack and Drive Club trailers. I think they were both new trailers. They had Nate Fox come up, talk about the new Infamous game. Showed a new trailer that looks cool. And it's going to come out on the 21st of March 2014. So that's pretty cool. It's a decent time, so I'm excited for that. And I should also mention, great idea, they're going to have a bundle with Infamous, which is a great idea because there's a lot of people who say, it's not worth getting your PS4 until Infamous comes out. So boom, you have an Infamous bundle. A lot of people are going to buy it. Great idea. And they didn't actually say that in the event. I just felt like mentioning it outside because it's happening. Anyway, they showed a video on the Magic Lab, which is, the lab where they make all the, accessories for PS4 and that. The PlayStation Move and the camera and all of that. It's going to be cool. And then they had Adam Boyes and Shiho Yoshida come up. They're talking about, about the PS4 and some of the upcoming games, and it says it's going to be epic. It's basically the one word to describe all the games. And they had a couple of jokes about The Last Guardian. That was pretty funny. And they announced Titanfall. Not Titanfall. Towerfall. Got you excited for a sec. Towerfall. Looks like an indie game. It's coming to PS4, so if there's that. Then they had a Destiny trailer, and they announced that if you have PS3 or PS4, you're going to get an exclusive beta early, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if you still have to pre-order it, but if you don't, if you just have a PS4 or whatever, you can get the beta, you don't have to pre-order it, then that's great, because I'm probably not going to pre-order it for a while. So that's good, that's exciting. I'm definitely going to play with some of my friends who, they moved on from the Xbox bandwagon, they're joining PlayStation, but they obviously still love Bungie, so they're all going to play Destiny. I'm going to play Destiny with them, it's going to be awesome. And going on to Metal Gear Solid 5, they talked about an exclusive mission for the PS4 where you get to play as Classic Snake. I think the mission's called Deja Vu. And that's cool. Yeah, that's cool for certain people. And then they moved on to basically the last 10 minutes where they did their first PS4 purchase. The guy purchased the first PS4 in the world. But, and yeah, and that was basically the event. So overall, it was a decent watch, but, you know, especially for me, like, I can understand why some people watch this and be really excited about it just from the standpoint the PS4 is coming out. I can't enjoy it as much as those people because I still can't get it for 2 weeks. So it's just not that big of a deal to me yet. It's like, okay, the PS4's out, but I can't get it yet. So it's not that important to me. So, but I still like the announcement aspects. They didn't really announce any new games other than Uncharted 4. And then they had a release date for Infamous, a couple of little announcements for Metal Gear Solid and Destiny. Besides that, it was really it. The rest of it was just like launch event related stuff. But it's still an alright watch. But yeah, it was there. So check out my Everything Uncharted 4 series for all of my Uncharted 4 talk, because I got a lot of theories and a lot of little hints I found everywhere that kind of suggest where they're going with this new Uncharted game, since we have no idea where it's going. But I have some good ideas, so watch the series for that. Thanks for watching. I'm Mega Gamer. Write down in the comments what you thought of the event, what you thought of some of the announcements, and whether or not you have a PlayStation 4 yet. If you do, write about that. Whatever you want. It's comment section. It's your fucking comment. You can write whatever the fuck you want. I'm just giving you some suggestions. Alright, so thanks for watching, and see ya.